Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. What I want to do today is talk about the the state of the market right now. We are in what's called a seller's market. It's a seller's market for a lot of reasons, but the primary two, I think, is that we're just coming out of a pandemic. There was a lockdown for a year, in fact, probably a little more than a year. And so people were staying at home. They weren't going out and spending money like they normally would, like just going out to a restaurant or something. And so they could accumulate money. Also, too, at the same time, the watch manufacturers, you can't make a watch with Zoom. You need somebody there to put it together. And so you have a pent-up demand and then you have a low supply. And that's the perfect storm for becoming a seller's market. So what I wanted to do is to take a look at, what to do in a seller's market. Now, there are three things you're going to take a look at. The first one is, it's a good time to sell your watch. I mean, if you have a watch you want to sell, this is one I was thinking of selling. This is a wonderful little watch, my Zenith, but mainly because I have some other, I got this for a GMT and I got some other ones I really like. So I thought, well, I'll sell this one. It's a good time to sell it. On the other hand, I have another watch. This is my H. Moser double hairspring. I got a really good price on it a few years ago. And some people say, well, heck, you could make a lot of money doing that. You could, but that's not, I'm not recommending this. I would not sell this because it's a watch that I like a lot and it's an excellent watch. So don't be tempted to just say, well, I'm going to start selling a bunch of watches. If you have a watch that you're not using and you're thinking of selling, now's a good time. Now, there are a number of different ways you can sell your watch. First of all would be, there's a company you may know called Chrono24. The thing I like about Chrono24 is, first of all, they handle international, and they also have an escrow situation where the person buying the watch sends money and it goes into an escrow, and they don't take it out and sell it and give the money to the seller until the watch has arrived and the person says, okay, yeah, this is what I ordered. So if you're selling a watch, you're not going to sell it to someone and then you'll never see them again or hear from them again. The same with eBay. Now, eBay has something that they've initiated. It's a little different than that, and that is an evaluator. He'll take a look at the watch before they send it on and before they pay the money and say, this is what you ordered or this isn't. And so that's another way you can protect yourself. If you're going to sell your watch, be sure to protect yourself. That's crazy because you send the watch to the wrong guy and you'll never hear from him again. Another source is a dealer. Now, right now, dealers really need watches because their stock is low. And so you might be able to get a pretty good deal from a dealer. You'd have to check around and see what that is. I don't think so much on a trade-in. I never get because if the ones they have, they're going to sell their profit margin. Probably needs bouncing back. Now, another way, and I've done this. I've got one up for sale now on auction, one that I didn't use. I like a lot, but I just never wore it. And this would be an auction house. Sotheby's, Christie's, Phillips, those are the three big ones. And there I have on the screen some recent sales, and they're just, to give you an idea of a seller's market, there's the Roger Dubuis Homage H34. They estimated it between 15 and 25,000 Swiss francs. It sold for 32,000. Even more dramatic, down at the bottom there, the bottom right is the FP Journe Chronomet Blue. And they estimated that was going to sell between $20,000 and $40,000, and it sold for $94,500. I mean, like, whoa, it is a seller's market. Up on the top there is a Daniel Roth, and they estimated that was going to sell between 4 and 8, and it sold for 15. Recently, I had bought one like that, except the one I got was in stainless steel instead of gold, but it was like something around 3,000 before this whole thing went nuts. So that's one thing about an auction. Some people go crazy in auctions and bid way more than they probably should. So it's not for a seller, it's not a bad deal. A watch group. Now this is another place, is that there are certain watch groups that for buying and selling your watch, and if you're in one that you're familiar with, you know something about it, might be a good option for you. So anyway, it's a seller's market, so you should think about selling your watches. Now, some other options that you might want to consider is to get on a waiting list. Here's the new Vacheron Constantin store in New York. And I called them, I'm just curious about the Vacheron Constantin overseas. And they said, "No, we got a waiting list for you." And another collector I know was there recently, and he said they don't have any more of the Historique 1921s, ones that I do have. And so there's nothing but waiting lists. But waiting lists may not be a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. First of all, if you're on a waiting list, you put some money down, especially if you put some money down, you're not tempted to go out and buy something you really don't want. I know that sounds weird, but that may help you. It's like, well, I'll just wait until they get it in. The stock is very low now, so the waiting list may be fairly long. I don't think it's going to be years and so forth, but maybe months before you get it. Only with certain brands. Now, Vacheron Constantin, I've had their watches for years, and I've never known where you have a big waiting list or a waiting list at all. But you know, they have some good watches, and they're now not available, so suddenly they need a waiting list. Now, finally, there's another option is to wait it out. Basically, it's hard to do sometimes because you got this money you may have accumulated and you really want one, but you know the prices are way up there right now. One of the things that you can do is start making watches yourself. It's a great way to learn about watches. This one pictured right here is a watch, a Soprod A10 movement. And I got it all together except for the case. And so I thought, well, there's this German case maker called Ickler. And so I called them and got to put an order in, paid for it and everything. And they said, we're sorry that it's going to be, it's going to be a little over a month. It won't be till September that you can get it. And this is in July when I ordered it. I said, that's okay. Keep the money and I'll get it when I can. But anyway, those are some things to think about if you're in the seller's market. It's not the time to buy necessarily, but it may be the time to sell. Let me know what you think, and this is an opportunity to subscribe if you'd like. Until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the Art and Science of Watch Collection.